Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through. Because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age apartments offer food housing for anyone 60 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden
Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Behind every great success is a good game plan. That's why you can count on the Bank First team to help you with all your financial needs. Checking accounts, online banking, and debit cards. Or maybe you need a mortgage, auto, or home equity loan. We're large enough to provide the strength and services you need and small enough to provide the one-on-one personal service you deserve. And with locations around the state, no matter where the game is Friday night, there's a Bank First nearby. Let Bank First put together a winning game plan for you. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. The Chaplin family, Chaplin Kettle Company in Hobart, are plenty proud to support our youth. Ball games, in the showroom, in the classroom. Our young people try hard, they work hard, they do a great job. Betty Chaplin and family are proud of these young people. Show your support any way you possibly can. And good luck, Bearcats and Lady Bearcats, from Betty Chaplin and family, Chaplin Cattle Company of Hobart. Listen, friends, are you a regular customer at Klink Supermarket in Hobart? If so, thanks for your business. Maybe you haven't been in a while. Well, we're better than we used to be. Better selection, including gluten-free items, good produce and meat departments, excellent old-fashioned service. In fact, we still suck and carry out the groceries. Hobbs and employees appreciate your business. We sell our products at the lowest possible price. So come see us soon and often. We're open every day. Clink Supermarket in Hobart.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the Tigers on the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, crop insurance. Review at 231 Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Or contact myself, Lonnie Olson, your Hobart investment representative at 411 South Main Street here in Hobart. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
When it comes to improving your quality of life after an injury or surgery, let our therapists at Elkview General Hospital help you. Our team provides both inpatient and outpatient services to maximize your recovery. You can count on Elkview Hospital's providers to deliver high-quality treatment with the latest techniques and state-of-the-art equipment. We're located just east of Elkview General Hospital in the North Hill Clinic Building. Call them today at 726-2180.
Iowa County Farm Bureau agents Greg Holt and Janie Jackson are your neighbors, living beside you, working for you and with you. Complete insurance coverage for the automobile, farm, home, life, and personal go-the-extra-mile service is just part of the package. Farm Bureau. Your Kiowa County agents in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View are Greg Holt and Janie Jackson. So for great service and great rates, see Greg or Janie at Kiowa County Farm Bureau offices in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Staff and membership of First Baptist Church in Hobart are proud of our youth, proud to be a sponsor of Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sports teams. Attend the games and support these fine young people, and Pastor Thomas Miller invites you to visit First Baptist Church. You're always welcome. Our goal is to proclaim the gospel and minister to the people of our community. Again, we're proud to be Bearcat Boosters, First Baptist Church in Hobart.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna at Dapper 14 Boutique in Mangum. Are you looking for new clothes and accessories that are on trend, flattering, and comfy? Dapper 14 is just the place. We carry sizes small through 3X. Stop by 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Find us on Facebook or Instagram, or visit the website at dapyr14.com. We appreciate our customers, we love our community, and we always root for the Tigers.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
It takes a solid foundation to build a solid business, and nobody understands that better than Frazier Bank. In fact, we have been helping businesses for years, offering startup capital, money for equipment, or money to expand. Talk to one of our loan officers today and start building your business tomorrow. Frazier Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon. Geiger Eye Care. Steve Miller at Reynolds Pharmacy encourages everyone to shop at home when you can and support your local merchant. Steve thanks you all for many years of loyalty. Use our drive-through window. Get your prescriptions filled at Grinnell's Pharmacy. And we have greeting cards, gift ideas, candy, and a lot more at Grinnell's Pharmacy in Hobart, Oklahoma.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
If you need a plumber or a service technician, you need to call Jeff Hohenschel at Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Now, Jeff does all types of plumbing work, minor to major, plus service work and installation of heating and cooling systems. Jeff works on heat pumps and refrigeration systems. Whatever your problem, if you need service or a new system, call Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Give him a call at 347-2857, 347-2857. Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air, supporting area students. Justin Krieger, your American Farmers and Ranchers Insurance agent in Hobart, has purchased the AFR agency from Bruce and Betty Mayfield in Sentinel, and that office serves the Sentinel and Burns Flat area. The Hobart office serves Hobart, Gotebo, Lone Wolf. Insurance for the home, the automobile, equipment, whatever needs insured. Competitive rates and great service. Justin is also an American Farmers and Ranchers agent. Krieger Insurance, 322 South Washington in Hobart. Phone 580-726-3076. Matt Norman at Melton's Janitorial Supplies in Hobart wishes the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Cats good luck this school year. Just work hard and be the best you can be. Matt offers a full line of cleaning supplies, mops, brooms. Matt has it all, and he is once again a proud Bearcat booster. Matt Norman, Melton's Janitorial Supplies in Hobart. A super Matt. Bearcat Booster. Friends, once again, Scott Northrup is a proud Bearcat booster. Scott is a certified public accountant. One smart son of a gun. He's got all kinds of computers and calculators, but he just does all his deciphering in his head. He's really smart, and I'm telling you. He was All-State in 48, too, as a Bearcat. He wore a leather helmet, high-top shoes. Oh, he was tough, but he was slow. Now, if you got behind him, he couldn't catch you. But if you try to run over him, you're in trouble. Go Bearcats. From Scott Northrup, certified public accountant in Hobart.
Listen, friends, when you need tires, you need to come to Hobart and Parts Plus. Several quality brands to choose from, all at low prices. Get your oil changed at Parts Plus. All kinds of auto repair. Get it done right the very first time. You'll find a complete line of auto parts and parts for tractors and trucks and so much more. And they have large storage units at Parts Plus. The selection, the service, and always low prices and great service. Friendly folks to deal with at Parts Plus. South Hobart, Highway 9. Come see us at Parts Plus.
In your time of grief, you can count on Larry and Kimberly Eshetai at Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes of Southwest Oklahoma, with locations in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They will take care of absolutely everything. Hey, they're professionals, caring, compassionate. Larry and Kimberly Eshetai and staff at Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes of Southwest Oklahoma. They're there when you need them. Sonny's Express is now serving delicious Hunt Brothers Pizza, and they have a full-service grill in Roosevelt. Hunt Brothers Pizza is now available in Hobart, Roosevelt, and in Granite. Don't forget the delicious Subways at the original Sonny's in Hobart, plus a full deli. Sonny's Express. Review 3. And Brothers Pizza today. Sonny's Express. Friends, when you need an attorney, at some point, there's an experienced attorney in Hobart that you can call. Tom Talley, Talley Law Office. Tom has chemically, livestock shows, and so much more. When you need an attorney, a good one, Talley Law Office in Hobart.
Getting ready for your next big paint party? Or even just freshening up an accent wall? Valspar pours the right mix into every can. That way you're guaranteed the right finish every time. Valspar has been helping people connect to the power of color for over 200 years. And on top of that, you'll always get Valspar paint at the right price too. So next time you're in the market for the right stuff in the right can, the right color, and the right finish, pick up a can of Valspar paint at the right place. T.H. Rogers Lumber Company in Hobart.
If you think you're paying too much for insurance, you should see Van Sims at the Watkins Insurance Agency in Hobart. The Watkins Agency is an independent agency representing several companies, and Van will find you the best rate and the best coverage for the home, automobile, farm insurance, liability, whatever you need. Contact Van Sims at the Watkins Insurance Agency, 320 South Washington in Hobart. Give him a call at 580-726-5190. Folks, we have some new and pre-owned units on our lot right now at Wheeler Ford in Cordell. So if you need a new Ford or a pre-owned Ford, best deal is at Wheeler Ford. You can count on that. See Tom or David, and if we don't have what you want, if one's available, we'll find it. We want your business. We'll do what it takes to earn and keep your business. And our service department is always ready to serve you with friendly, efficient service. So come see us at Wheeler Ford in Cordell.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Well, hi. Am I there? Yeah, I am. Hi, again, everyone. Welcome to Baseball Classic Hits 97.7. As we get ready for a couple of rivals this afternoon, and now it's turned into evening as Hobart and Mangum ready to play. Second time that they have played already this season. And welcome into the broadcast booth, our good buddy Chad Fox. And he literally is in the broadcast booth. I got here about an hour ago. He said, I'll be inside, you'll be outside. Yeah.
I'm in the producer-engineer box. I'm out in the truck. I'm out in the truck.
I like that. That's good. Mangum 3-2 on the air after their 12-4 win last night over Sayre. And meantime, how about this game for Hobart last night? It was a veritable slugfest. It was a beer league softball score. 17-16, they lost to Cordell.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, Cole Allison's team has at times runs have been hard for them to come by. They were beaten by Hollis 11-1, beaten by Snyder 21-11, lost to Snyder 12-0. Got a victory, their only victory of the year against Sayre 6-3, and then lost to Mangum over the weekend at the short grass tournament. Final score there was 8-3 before that 17-16 ball game last night. That is wild indeed.
Yep, that's a slow pitch softball score. Yeah. Our buddy and help that we usually have during basketball, Wes Moore, he kind of snuck out of here on us. He didn't even stop by and say hello. Wes, if you're...
You mean he was here?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
His kiddo was pitching there in that junior high game. And
that was nice. Thanks, Wes. If he can't be the star of the show, apparently he doesn't want to be involved. Is that the story that we're getting?
Maybe so.
Wow.
He had a thing. He had he had to get to.
Yeah, don't we all? So Pappy Eugene Stover is checked in. Paxton Dickerson and Shane Hagee, they're all checking in. That's on the Classic Hits 97.7 feed. And you tell me they were also there on 1420, yes. 102.1, and on the KTJS Facebook page. Is that correct?
Yeah, we are all over the place. And
my goodness.
You just give me the nod, we'll put them on the rest of the stations. But no, we are all we are all over the place. We're on Facebook and YouTube, Bearcat TV and Tiger TV on YouTube, OKSports.tv. If you can't find it,
you're not looking hard enough.
You're not looking hard enough.
By the way, I feel bad for Augustine. He had to ask me, and I counted them, 6 times for the Mangum lineup. I could not hear him. And finally,
he was polite about it.
Well, finally I took the headset off, and he goes, I need the Mangum lineup. So here we go, and it should be a fun evening of baseball. We look forward to it. And Bo Anderson will be on the bump this afternoon and this evening for the Tigers of Mangum. His battery mate is Brooks Jackson. Mason Parker is the first baseman this afternoon. Nate Augustine will play second after that complete game performance last night against Sayre. Mason Hoppengardner is at third. Ashton Pride will play shortstop this afternoon, and I think we will probably see him before the ball game is over on the bump as well. Baseball takes a day off tomorrow and then back at it on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, part of that Big Bat tournament over there at Hobart. And I don't know that you saw the forecast.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Could be a short event. So cold and actually it's going to warm up. And storms. I did.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I think storms and we're just going to get buffeted. Mile-an-hour winds both tomorrow and on Friday as well. So there you go.
Well, that'll be out of the south. It's facing northeast, so we'll be all right. But, yeah, as far as playing baseball, that'll be interesting.
So we'll have protection? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Hey, by the way, Mr. Augustine, since I don't have my Mangum lineup, I didn't write down our right fielder this afternoon. Who's out in right field for us in this? Chris Dixon? Dennis. All right. So the outfield will be Jackson Reisner, Aiden Warner, and Chris Dennis from left to right. Okay, thank you. I mean, you can keep it if you want. It's fine. I'm good to go, too. So Mangum and Hobart leading it off for the Bearcats is Bodie Jarvis. Jarvis, the center fielder. He'll be followed by Ethan Funkhauser and then Ty Harmon. First pitch from Anderson. Swung on and missed, and it's 0-1 on Jarvis. Jarvis, Funkhauser, and Harmon, and then Holden Jones, Jackson Allison, and Trey Cole, Aiden Salazar, Hudson Squires, and Lucas Whetstone. The batting order for the Bearcats of Hobart under the direction of Colt Allison, and as we mentioned, they come in on the season just 1-5. Bo, another good pitch, strike two, and he's ahead in the count 0-2. Anderson kind of compact in his delivery, and where last night Nate Augustine long and lean throughout, Bo not long-legged, but a shorter upper body. That makes it really tough on the hitter because he can hide the baseball so well. That one outside for a ball. 1-2 now on Jarvis. Just underway, and not much of a breeze here this evening like last night. Blowing gently towards the left field corner where it's 3-19 down the line. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Bo Anderson will start the ball game with a strikeout. One gone for Mangum and Ethan Funkhauser. By the way, it's been a rather inauspicious beginning for me. Brian Lively has joined us. Hello, Brian. I got here and smuggled in a Sprite Zero, had it in my pocket. Apparently, I was bouncing around more than I thought because I opened the Sprite and we had Mount Vesuvius go off.
Carbonation.
Golly. First pitch here from Anderson, swung on and missed. Funkhauser down on the count 0-1. And then, if you happen to be checking in online, waiting to see the beginning of the ball game, you might have seen the
earthquake
camera take a tumble. Took a page from Boy George and Culture Club, and I'll tumble for you. But it's all good now. 0-1 pitch all the way to Funkhauser, and it conked him on the hand. Looked like it was going to hit him on the backside, but somehow it caught his hand. So Ethan is aboard with nobody out. And
yeah, that, when you know you're going to get hit and then still take it off the hand. That's
well, and the thing about it, Bo had been around home plate with his first 5 pitches, and that one was just well off the mark. And I think it was supposed to have been an off-speed pitch, but it just didn't turn. Didn't have any movement on him. And again, he's continuing to look at it, and it was the left hand that got hit. So, wow. So here's Ty Harmon now, the shortstop. Harmon. It looks like we're going to get a runner. Enzi going to come in and run for Funkhauser. Check it out. So one out. Courtesy runner. Pitch down in the dirt. Good job by Brooks Jackson to go get it. You think the runner should have been going.
Yeah.
Folks are in hoodies and blankets and bundling up. I think I've worn my Nike winter coat more in March than I did all winter long. Anderson pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. And again, Bo, around home plate, the first 5 or 6 pitches, then he hits Funkhauser. And with runners aboard, you can tell he is distracted. Needs a ground ball at somebody here. 1-0 pitch, off speed, upstairs. Popped out of the glove of Brooks. Jackson able to corral it. It's 2-0.
Yeah, Holden's going to be Hobart's best hitter. He is. We've watched him grow up and play baseball at a pretty high level. He's played on several traveling teams, so he may not get anything fat to hit. We'll see.
Got a nice open stance, able to turn on an inside pitch. Ahead in the count here, 2-0. In the dirt, gets away from Brooks. Runners trying to advance. Throw in time. And you talked about it before, but again, a slow start from the base. NC, the first time he didn't get a start, that time it was slow and he got thrown out.
Yep. Just have to. That takes practice. You just have to do that in practice. When those balls get away from the catcher, it just has to be just instant. That jump, if you're not used to running the bases, that could happen.
Harmon did second base. He's there with 2 outs now, and it's a 3-0 count on Jones. And I don't know that you just don't intentionally put him on base. Jones takes inside for a ball. So Holden at first, 2 gone. Harmon stays at second. And that'll bring Jackson Allison to the plate. Allison, one of those kids that you look at him and he holds the bat in his hand and you're like, you're not going to be able to hit it with that toothpick, young man.
If he runs into one, look out.
Oh, no kidding. I mean, he just dwarfs the bat. First pitch on the way to the left-hander. Upstairs for a ball, 1-0. So Bo laboring a bit here in the first. Got a strikeout to begin the ball game. Hit Ethan Funkhauser. Gave up a seeing eye single to Ty Harmon. Courtesy runner for Funkhauser got picked off at third base. And then Holden Jones walked. Pretty good cut there for Allison. Fouling out of play on the third base side. Count level at 1-1. Janie Stover has joined us. Hello, Janie. Good to have you alongside. By the way, I found out about the lights as well.
Okay.
We don't have a truck that gets us high enough to get the second bank.
Well, that is a problem because you and I aren't going to climb up
there.
Nope,
I'm not. 1-1 pitch outside for a ball, 2-1.
Because there's not any ladder. Looks like you'd have to have spikes if you were the old-fashioned lineman way.
Well, I think bucket truck comes into mind.
I got you. So. Right, but, yeah.
And apparently there was a time that the way it was wired, both sets of lights would come on.
Well, there you go.
There go the runners. Throw not in time. Good job by Harmon. Hoppengardner shows the ball. The throw up the third base line. If that's on the inside of the bag, huh?
Yep, probably.
I think Harmon probably slides into the third out of the inning. As it is, he's at third with 2 gone. Jones to second. And the count on Allison is 3-1.
Yeah, decent throw, good catch.
Yeah.
One hopped it down there.
Yeah.
Right level, just wrong side of the bag.
Mason did a good job of picking it, no doubt about it. It just, like you say, the inside of the bag, and Harmon slides into the third out of the inning. 3-1 pitch on the way here. Downstairs, ball 4, and Allison with the walk. He'll load the bases with 2 gone. So the second walk in the inning. We've had a hit batter as well. Bo Anderson needing an out in the worst kind of way. Trey Cole will step in. Cole, the pitcher this afternoon and this evening for Hobart. Bases loaded, 2 gone, inning number 1.
Ooh.
Pitch out now earlier.
Yeah, well.
Earlier that was a strike, and I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
If you were around home plate this entire time, that would have been a strike there.
Yeah. But at 45 degrees and at 7 o'clock, that's a strike.
1-0 pitch, fouled out of play. They count 1-1 for the 45.
I don't have my
nice. I mean, this was a purchase. It is. And the count now 1-2. I remember a time back in 2013 that you and I braved the outdoors for a state championship football game.
Yeah, that was in
Cash.
Cash, yeah. We were on top. I'd never done a football game in my life. Barnes, yeah, you're talking. I had no idea what I was saying.
1-2 pitch, called strike. Good job by Anderson to get out of the inning as he brackets strikeouts for the first and third outs of the inning. And Hobart will come up empty. No runs on 1 hit. There was a hit batter and a couple of walks. and the bases left loaded. We've played a half inning. It's Hobart nothing. Mangum coming to bat. More classic hits, 97.7.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-52 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill.
Hello, this is family practitioner with the Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through, because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
By the way, according to the Weather Channel, Brer Rabbit, it's 56 degrees. The feel-like temperature is 54.
Come on now, theater of the mind. No sympathy going to be taken.
Well, yes, in my best Jim Cantori, by the time we finish around 9, it's supposed to be 47 degrees.
There you go.
So, all right, Mangum set to go to work here in their half of inning number 1, as we say hi to Jenny Hernandez. Jenny, who do I turn to? 8675309. What a who? I mean, weren't the 80s great? I mean, you could just make a song out of that.
Yep.
Jenny. So Jenny, hello, good to have you alongside. We appreciate you being here as we set for inning number 1 for the Tigers. Sandy has joined us on the broadcast. Ashton Pride, Aiden Warner, Nate Augustine. Numbers 1, 2, and 3 for Mangum here in the first. Mason Hoppengardner, Brooks Jackson, and Jackson Reiser, the middle third of the order. And then it will be, well, I didn't get the right lineup, so we'll have to get the bottom third here in a moment. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 on Pride. And the bottom third will be for Mangum, Dennis, Wetzel, and Parker. Pitch upstairs for a ball, and ahead in the count early on, 2-0. Will be the leadoff batter, Ashton Pride. Pitcher this evening for this group from Hobart is Trey Cole, who works from the stretch position. Ball 3 delivered here, 3-0. Guys do that more and more. You can say a little bit more compact when you come from the stretch, from the stretch.
Less moving parts.
Yep, 3-0 pitch, down in the dirt, ball 4. And I need to check my history and figure out why, when baseball was invented and why we had the two different, we go from the windup and then we go from the stretch. What the dynamics behind that were. Aiden Warner now will step in. Warner, the center fielder, batting with nobody out here in inning number 1. Holden Jones, by the way, the catcher. Jackson Allison is at first. Hudson Squires is at second. Aiden Salazar at third. Ty Harmon, the shortstop. Get the outfield for Hobart here in a moment. Boy, Aiden bailing on that one big time, 1-0.
Well, I would take.
Well, 5 balls in a row, yeah. Kind of like that clip you played from Major League earlier. Walk the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. They'll look the runner back.
Are they laying off pitches so close?
Oh, Bob Uecker made a career out of making himself a buffoon. Tries to bunt and bunts through it. Second base is all field, but not third. He bunted through that. And it made it hard for Jones to let go of the baseball, and he had traffic in front of him and couldn't make a strong throw. 1-1 now on Warner, runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in inning number 1 for Mangum. Cole working rather deliberately. Again, showing bunt is Warner pulls the bat back, takes it for a ball. 2-1 now on Aiden. Aiden, just the quintessential athlete. Quarterback on the football team, point guard on the basketball team, and center fielder on the baseball team. The trifecta, if you will. Hits this one down the left field line, but it curls just foul. And that'll run the count to 2-2. Just a little hook on it. Couldn't keep it fair. So now he'll have to protect the plate. Brad Gilbert, by the way, down at field level, told us that pitch that hit Funkhauser got him in the elbow. Oof. And not the hand. So Warner takes a pitch downstairs here. Now 3-2 on Aiden. Again, a runner at second base, Ashton Pride. Three-two pitch on the way. Outside ball 4. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And we had a pretty good crowd here last night. Not as many folks here this evening.
We might still have a good crowd. They might be in vehicles.
Well, they could be.
Along the way.
The late Vin Scully would no doubt say, plenty of good seats still available. Nate Augustine will roll the first pitch he sees. Foul down the third base line. 0-1 on Augustine.
Shelley and Dillon had a great, Vin Scully brought, maybe think of Dodger Stadium. And it was just those two, and they were out west. They actually caught late a Dodgers game. And
there's a shot into left field. That should fall in front of Funkhauser. It does. Everybody advances 90 feet. Pride to third. Warner to second. And Augustine with a single to left at first base and still nobody out.
And so you kind of got the tickets that were left. Anyway, out in the outfield, full house, and they said the Modelo was flowing.
Chavez Ravine, they went to a ball game, huh?
Yeah,
who did the Dodgers play?
I don't remember. They do, but I don't remember.
What a great place to see a ball game. My goodness,
awesome.
I bet it was. Just spectacular.
Yeah.
So Mangum an opportunity to break it open here in the first. Bases loaded. Hoppengardner takes inside. It's 1-0 on Mason. Mason, a Facebook friend, posting a profile picture of he and his lovely girlfriend. She's got a Tipton Letterman's jacket on.
Okay.
1-0 pitch on the way. He'll take a strike here. Or do they call that a ball?
Holy cow.
Wow. So it's 2-0 on Mason. He is way ahead in the count here. And I mean, if anything is close to your wheelhouse, be like the Rolling Stones album and Tattoo You. 2-0 pitch. And he is swinging out in front, fouls it on the third base side. 2-1 now on Mason. And you look at Bodie Jones out there in center field and Ethan Funkhauser in left, and both are relatively shallow. And if Hoppengardner could put one into left center field, it will roll for days. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the first. 2-1 pitch on the way. Downstairs to Mason, 3-1. You had a thought.
No.
Okay. Well, that was deep. Deep thoughts with Jack Handy. Count 3-1 now on Hoppengardner. Bases loaded. Cole, strike, and count full now 3-2. So Pride, who runs well, is at third. Aiden can get after it from second. Augustine at a long stride over at first. So, again, something in the gap. And Hoppengardner can clear the bases. 3-2 pitch. Got to be looking for something right here that he likes. Takes it downstairs for ball 4. So Mason will get credit for an RBI. And it's our first run of the ball game. Mangum on top, 1-0. Coming in to score, Pride from third. Warner will go to third. And out at second base is Augustine. Brooks Jackson now will step in. Jackson, an opportunity. And again, the wind really has settled. It just kind of blowing lazily towards that corner and left, but not a whole lot of gumption behind it, kind of like the crowd. Trey Cole looking for an out. I'm going to tell you what, great job. And you talked about the ability of Holden Jones. Did a nice job of going and getting that pitch. That was headed for the back.
He's back there. He's bottom of the first, and there's been a lot of pitches.
Oh, yeah. 1-0 offering on the way over the head of Brooks Jackson, 2-0. Well, and, the thing about this is that when it's just one ball after another, your fielders kind of drift off into.
Yep. Next thing you know, it's stroke somewhere.
Yeah. Yep. So you've got to keep your concentration. 2-0 pitch. Jackson had a notion, laid off of it, and it's 2-1 on Brooks. He's kind of like, I don't know, maybe he had the take sign there, but that certainly was in his wheelhouse. 2-1 pitch from Trey Cole downstairs, and Jones can't block this one. And coming in, standing up with the second run of the ball game is Aiden Warner. So the wild pitch allows Aiden to score, Augustine to third, and Hoppengardner to second. And the count on Brooks now 3-1. That's just an impossible ball to knock down for Holden Jones. Bounced way out in front of home plate and then took a bad hop on top of that. 3-1 offering on the way here. Ball 4, bases loaded.
Well,
Colt Allison walking towards the pitcher's mound, looking out into the outfield. You get the idea he's going to make a pitching change. His body language says, look, I can't pitch. Now he asks for the baseball. So the pitching change will be made. Bases loaded. Mangum on top, 2-0. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the first. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, veteran banker Ben Meinert has joined the team at Great Plains Bank in Hobart. Now, Ben has 20 years banking experience all right here in southwest Oklahoma. See Ben for any kind of ag loan, cattle, land, whatever you need for the farm or ranch, Ben's there to help. And Ben joins Keith Gray and Eric Morgert as the loan officers at Great Plains Bank. Listen, come see Ben. If you've got an idea and it's a doable deal, we'll doggone sure do it. So come see Vice President Ben Meinert now at Great Plains Bank in Hobart, member FDIC. Friends, there's a new farmer's insurance agent in Hobart, Josh Wald. He's taken over for the veteran agent Jack Hogg, who's retiring. Josh is a young, bright guy. Jack's a bright guy, but he ain't so young. Josh will work hard to find you the policy you need. Homeowner's insurance, automobile, renter's insurance, life insurance, whatever you need. Josh represents a strong company in farmers. He'll find you the right policy at the right price. Come get a quote and meet Josh Wald, your new farmer's insurance agent at 901 South Main in Hobart. Josh Wald Insurance, LLC. Phone 580-726-3077. Okay, everybody, listen up. Miss Dana has the greenhouse stocked and ready to go at Hobart Farm and Garden. Listen, there's onion bunches, potatoes, all kinds of herbs, cilantro and oregano, bell peppers, jalapenos. There's also chives, strawberries, ferns, fountain grass, succulents, sweet potato vines. There's potting soil and mulch. Ask for Miss Dana or Clark. Now, Clark is the greenhouse master, or guru, if you will. And don't you dare forget, we've got Browning firearms, case knives, cattle handling equipment, fencing supplies, Pittsburgh paint, all kinds of hardware, and there's so much more. Listen, like we've said before, if we ain't got it, you don't need it. So come to Hobart and Hobart Farm and Garden, South Hobart, Highway 9.
So the pitching change has been made. Aiden Salazar will go to the bump. Trey Cole will go to third base. And we say hi to Betty Perry as we check in on the KTJS Facebook page. And by the way, we had a chance to look at Brad's text that he sent to us. He had snapshots and arrows pointing at where the ball hit Funkhauser. I mean, he's breaking it, taking the video, breaking it down. Get the man a telestrator. He's John Madden Jr. Reisner takes a pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 on Jackson. Bases loaded, nobody out here in inning number 1. Mangum on top 2-0. Salazar upstairs with that pitch. 2-0 now on Jackson. Look at the fans on the front row there. They are huddled as though we're in the middle of winter time. 2-0 pitch on the way here. Cold strike, and it's 2-1. And taking all the way, Jackson Reisner. Mangum leading 2-0. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they've yet to hit the ball. Swing and a miss. And the count now even on Jackson Reisner, 2-2.
So that would be unearned runs.
Well, we've got 3 walks. Well, we got a single. I'm sorry, we do have a single. I forgot. That one off the fist on the infield. It'll drive in a run. They'll flip to second for 1, drop the baseball. And now coming in from third is Hoppengardner. 2 runs will score on the play. So Augustine scores on the slow roller. And Hoppengardner, hustling all the way, scores on the error. They tried to force Jackson at second base and instead dropped the baseball. He was safe. Reisner safe on the fielder's choice. We'll give him an RBI on the play. And Mangum with 4 across, and still nobody out. Chris Dennis now will step in. Chris takes outside for a ball. 1-0 on Dennis. He is the right fielder in the ball game for Mangum. Swing and a miss there with the top of that fastball. 1-1 on Chris. Runner at second, runner at first, nobody out. Inning number 1, Mangum leading 4-0. Jumped out to an early, 7-0 lead last night against Sayre. There go the runners. And those are easy stolen bases for Brooks Jackson and Jackson Reisner.
Yeah, didn't even check.
Well, and Aiden's one of those pitchers that's got the full windup, and he takes a long time to get the ball to home plate. 1-1 pitch, popped up foul behind us. Hear the bang right about. No. I thought it was going to hit the roof above us.
Got powers back there, maybe.
Well, Sam needs to be conked on the head after pushing his young child down 2 or 3 times, telling him to toughen up.
Right in front of a DHS worker. My goodness.
Well, and more importantly, right in front of his wife. I mean, I'm scary as it is. 2-2 pitch upstairs for ball, 3-2. We're kidding, of course.
Yes.
He is. The young Powers boy. I got the prediction that first of all he's going to be an athlete, and second of all he's going to have an attitude.
With a full football helmet
on.
on.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to have an older brother that's going to pick on him, give him a hard time. He's going to grow up with a chip on his shoulder. The one I feel sorry for is Miss Powers. My goodness, all that testosterone, those 3 guys, golly.
I know. Sam was talking about a softball game and getting jacked up for that.
Yeah. Swinging and a foul tip, Ashton Wetzel. 0-1 on Ashton. He'll bat with nobody out, and the bases loaded here in inning number 1. Mangum on top 4-0. I'm sorry, I was just going to say Ashton, the designated hitter here in the ball game.
But you got to have a guy like Carney on your team when the blood pressure doesn't go too high, and you're kind of more worried about getting a cold pop when you get back into the dugout.
Well, you can block out the sun, too. I mean, you need some shade. Just say, Carney, come stand here. Man, the guy is so big. This one lifted in the air on the right side, giving chase is Allison. Jackson, though, will run out of room as it is foul and out of play. And the count now 1-2 on Ashton Wetzel.
That was nice feet movement by Allison for a big fella.
And you're exactly right. And I kind of thought the same thing. First, you had to locate the baseball, and then, you're over there kind of maneuvering with a coach, and then you got a runner, and you've got the bag, and he did a good job.
Fence going up to your noggin. Yep.
Big as he is, it just knocked the fence over. Cold strike 3. Ashton Wetzel going on strikes. First out of the inning. That'll bring Mason Parker to the plate. Parker, the ninth place hitter.
Zone got a little wider, didn't it?
Yeah, and again, around home. But if your catchers have to go inside and outside and up and down, and
I'm crediting it to the fact that the umpire's toes are getting cold.
1-0 pitch here, swing and a miss, good cut by Parker. In the count level at 1-1. Mangum, as they did last night against Sayre, batting around in inning number 1. Bases loaded, 1 out. And there's that expanded zone you talked about a moment ago. Count 1-2 now on Parker. One-two pitch on the way to Mason. Off his fist. That was protect or get hit. Betty Perry wanting to know if the junior high won. The junior high from Mangum was victorious, Betty. It was in uniform, a chance. Why we were started late here. On a strong snap, two gone, and back to the top, and Ashton Pride.
Yeah, throw strikes.
Yeah.
Throw strikes.
Pride walked his first time around, scored the first run of the ball game. Mangum has got 4 in the inning. They've got the bases loaded, but out 2 gone. Salazar in the dirt, and that's picked nicely by Holden. You don't want to know. Did I hear that you guys talked about during the basketball season that Jones is going to try to play some college baseball somewhere?
I think so. I think he is going to.
1-0 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0. By the way, did we ever hear from Wes? Did he ever check in?
He did. He gave us the names about 15 minutes after Katie gave names to you.
Yeah. Katie's on the ball. She's got it going on. 2-0 pitch. Nubbed down the first base line, and that had a potential to go fair. It is now a foul ball, and that's a misnomer. That's a mistake that people make all of the time until the ball comes to rest. And you saw it there. We've got clumps of grass, had a wacky spin on it. That ball had the potential of bouncing fair.
Yep. Katie's keeping score now. The Lady Bulldogs of Sentinel are at Hobart playing a little softball.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard noise in the background, so.
Yep.
Pitch on the way to Pride, upstairs to Ashton. He's ahead in the count 3-1. Aiden Warner waiting in the on-deck circle. Shadows covering up most of the infield now, at least the grass portion. And apparently Ashton wants a different weapon. Wants the one that Warner has. Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, he's the player that what he wants there. That's right. Whatever the man wants, you get it to him.
I'd like to know what the difference in the bats would be. Bases loaded, 2 gone. 3-1 count on Pride. Pitch on the way to Ashton. Swing and a miss. And, boy, I tell you what, Aiden Salazar pulled the string on that one. He had Pride way out in front. So now the merry-go-round will begin as count is full, 2 out here in the bottom of the first, and the runners will be off with the pitch from Aiden Salazar to Ashton Pride. There go the runners. Here comes the pitch, and there's a line shot into left field. That'll drive in 2 runs. Funkhauser getting the ball in quickly, but lumbering into third base will be Chris Dennis. So a 2-out RBI single. Drove in a couple of runs, actually, for Mangum. And now they lead it 6-0. And it's aboard for the second time of the afternoon is Ashton Pride. Oh, by the way, Pride took second base on the throw into third. Heads up base running there by Ashton. And again, I'm looking through my book, but I think that's just the second hit of the inning. Mangum has plated 6 runs. Taking advantage of the walks that have occurred in the frame. And there have been 5 of them total. Ground ball through the middle. Warner, slow roller. And the throw. It was in time, but coming off the bag was Jackson Allison, and they called Warner safe at first base.
A little tall, a little wide.
Yeah. Harmon had to come a long way to get the baseball. And his momentum was taking him towards home plate. Throw back across his body. And as you mentioned, the throw sailed on him. And everybody's safe. So Mangum now on top, 7-0. I think I'm going to give him an infield single on that one. That was a tough play by Warner. Slow roller right back through the middle. So Augustine now, there goes Warner with the pitch. They'll throw down, and Aiden safe with a stand-up stolen base. Doesn't want to get that uniform dirty, apparently. Pitch to Augustine. Fouled back to the screen.
If I was Ashton, I probably would have taken off there, knowing that was going to be very difficult for Ty to fire back.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that
to gun him down, but
coach didn't send him. You're right. Count 0-2 now on Augustine. Rolls this one towards short. Harmon will backhand. He'll throw, but not nearly in time. And coming in to score will be Pride, and scampering back to third base is Aiden Warner. He made a wide turn, but got back before a throw.
Actually, a nice play by Ty. I mean, he caught that in the gap and had to get around to get the ball off. It was just no way. That was a long throw. That's the longest throw in the infield, and got it there. It was on target.
Yeah, it was.
Just late.
Well, Augustine runs well. Yep. And again, Harmon having to throw against his body. That's a balk, yeah. Salazar stopped his motion when Augustine took off.
Scott's looking for blood now. He's yelling balk here. Up 8-0.
So Warner will come in to score. Augustine goes to second on the stolen base.
It doesn't matter when these two teams play. There's not going to be any
no love lost.
Nobody letting off the gas. Either way, it'll go in cycles, and some years it's the other way. But Mangum has got a pretty good baseball team.
Got a timeout here, 8-0. Mangum on top, 2 gone in the bottom of the first. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and 1420 KTJS.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
So the conversation over, and I think that was just a coaching opportunity for Colt Allison.
Yep, teaching them up.
Yeah. Explaining to Aiden Salazar, look, when you're in the middle of that motion, you got to do something with the baseball.
Do you have 8 or 9?
Let me count them up. I do have 9, yeah.
All right, that's what I got. So Powers over there was nachos in his mouth.
Augustine gave us the thumbs up. He's got 9 as well. Mason Hoppengardner, who got an RBI his first time around because he walked with the bases loaded, looks at a pitch for a ball here. 1-0. So actually it's a 9-0 ball game. Mangum on top here in the first. Runners in scoring position for Hoppengardner. He'll foul this one out of play on the right side. Level the count at 1-1.
Second time at bat here in the first inning.
Yeah, and you got the idea that maybe Salazar was going to get out of the inning. He had the back-to-back strikeouts of Wetzel and Parker. And then the wheels fell off again. Cold strike.
With the catcher taking a full step over to catch it.
Yeah. 1-2 now on Mason.
I don't blame him.
And the scoreboard has 2-2. Pitch on the way to Hoppengardner. Fouled out of play, back behind us.
The blue umpire threw it back to Aiden, and it was a 2-hopper.
Yeah.
It's been that kind of night.
Seen better arms on a beanbag chair. Salazar in the dirt, picked nicely by Jones.
Oh, man.
And that'll run the count full now, 3-2 on Mason. Brooks Jackson waiting in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch on the way. Ball 4, bases loaded.
Man.
And I believe Colt just has one player as a reserve, and so it
is who he.
Yeah,
it is what it is. You got your
gotta,
team is out there.
You got to dance with the girl that you brought.
Yeah.
So, bases loaded and hitting for the second time in the inning is Brooks Jackson. He hits with the bases loaded. 9-0 the score. First pitch swinging. Pops it up on the infield. Calling for it is Harmon. The shortstop will chase a long way, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Mangum scores 9 runs in this first inning of play and lead at 9-0 at the end of 1. We're back after this on the Fox Radio Network.
Okay, everybody, listen up. Miss Dana has the greenhouse stocked and ready to go at Hobart Farm and Garden. Listen, there's onion bunches, potatoes, all kinds of herbs, cilantro and oregano, bell peppers, jalapenos. There's also chives, strawberries, ferns, fountain grass, succulents, sweet potato vines. There's potting soil and mulch. Ask for Miss Dana or Clark. Now, Clark is the greenhouse master, or guru, if you will. And don't you dare forget, we've got Browning firearms, case knives, cattle handling equipment, fencing supplies, Pittsburgh paint, all kinds of hardware, and there's so much more. Listen, like we've said before, if we ain't got it, you don't need it. So come to Hobart and Hobart Farm and Garden, South Hobart, Highway 9.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Well, we certainly appreciate all of our sponsors on the Hobart broadcast and on the Mangum broadcast. And we could not do it without you, the sponsors, and so thank you very much. And I preface that by saying that somebody who doesn't spend money on our radio stations and on our internet, but does give back to the community, is Mike's, Jersey Mike's. And tomorrow, 100% of their sales will go to the Stephen Booker Foundation and the place where we take kiddos when they have to be what we call forensically interviewed in cases of abuse and neglect. And that is a facility that's run by Melanie Nettleton. She does a great job. And again, 100% of all sales tomorrow will go to that facility. So if you're planning lunch, might I suggest Jersey Mike's?
Definitely. That's good.
Aiden Salazar with a strike. 0-1 on him. Bo working quickly, swinging a miss. And it's 0-2 now on Salazar.
Bo was warming up. The youngster that was catching his pitches, waiting on the catcher, spun away, and Bo was giving him a hard time, but he didn't have a cup on or nothing.
No. Well, that was Shandy that was in there doing that. And, you know, he had a mask, and that was it. Swing, ball gets away from the catcher, but he'll gather, and an easy throw. Brooks Jackson down to Mason Parker for out number 1.
Bo's got to understand that there's certain things that are more important than catching the spike pitch.
I mean, I'm more apt to keep my head in there if I don't have a mask on, but I have something south of the equator than vice versa.
Oh, man.
Mm-mm. And again, there's a reason why women live longer than men, and the mask certainly a part of that. This one's fouled back to the screen.
And they don't understand it.
That's in Squires.
They don't understand it. They never will.
No.
And
we don't understand childbirth, though, so we're even.
They call us pansies, but I'm like, you just, you're from Venus, we're from Mars.
That's exactly right. 0-1 pitch on the way down to the second baseman from Hobart with one gone in the second. It rolls it on the ground and gets by Hoppengardner into left field for a base hit. Mason, a little bit of a lean towards second base, and that ball went the opposite way.
He was in, too, wasn't he? He was on the grass.
Yeah. So a base runner aboard here in inning number 2 for Hobart. That'll bring Lucas Whetstone to the plate. Lucas, the right fielder. Good piece of hitting right there by Squires. As we said, Mason in with the grass on the grass at third base, and again was leaning towards second base, and Squires just rolled it on the ground into left field. So 1 out, 1 on here in the second. 9-0. Powers has adjusted the scoreboard.
It's because Scott went over there.
Well, I was going to say Augustine got up about it. 0-1 on Whetstone.
Leave it to a dad.
Well, at least he's not a TV dad from Progressive Auto. 0-1 pitch on the way to Whetstone. Called strike, and it's 0-2. And kind of like he did to begin the ball game, Anderson right around home plate. So it's 0-2 on the right fielder for Hobart. Top of the order, Bodie Jarvis waits in the on-deck circle. 0-2 pitch on the way here. Curveball, Uncle Charlie. Ooh, a little bit inside apparently for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, if he would have stuck it maybe. Ball popped out of his glove.
You think that because Jackson didn't hold on to it, that may have been why it was a ball? Okay, I can buy that. Short lead over at first base. And why not? You're down 9-0. There's called strike 3, no doubt about that one. Whetstone gone on strikes for the second out of the inning. And that will be strikeout number 4 of the ball game now. For Bo Anderson. Back to the top of the order we go. And here's Bodie Jarvis. Jarvis struck out to begin the ball game. Runner at first, 2 gone. Then Hudson Squires over at first for the Bearcats. Swing and a miss. Anderson with a high heat there. 0-1.
You see Ohtani, what thinking about paying him, which probably is not enough, but it's like $63 million for one season.
That's just phenomenal.
No.
I mean,
play 182 games. That's
162.
162. Yeah, sorry, I got my NBA 82 mixed up in there.
0-1 pitch, ticked foul, 0-2.
Yeah, so.
Speaking of the NBA, I don't know if you saw Patrick Beverley of the Chicago Bulls make fun of LeBron James night before last.
Yeah, he's.
Wow.
He's an agitator.
And brave.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch on the way here. Outside. And the count now 1-2 on Bodie Jarvis, rather. You know, and you talk about Ohtani, and I mentioned James because, you know, I realize LeBron not the GOAT, as far as I'm concerned, Michael Jordan is, but there's nobody who's ever looked and been like LeBron James, and Ohtani's kind of the same way with baseball. Strikeout here as Bodie Jarvis has gone on strikes for the second time in the ballgame. Bo Anderson strikes out this side, and they come up empty to the Bearcats. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. We played an inning and a half. Mangum leads at 9-0. We're Classic hits 97.7 and
Behind every
1420
great success
KTGS.
is a good game plan. That's why you can count on the Bank First team to help you with all your financial needs. Checking accounts, online banking, and debit cards. Or maybe you need a mortgage, auto, or home equity loan. We're large enough to provide the strength and services you need and small enough to provide the one-on-one personal service you deserve. And with locations around the state, no matter where the game is Friday night, there's a Bank First nearby. Let Bank First put together a winning game plan for you. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Listen, friends, are you a regular customer at Klink Supermarket in Hobart? If so, thanks for your business. Well, we're better than we used to be. Better selection, including many gluten-free items. Good produce and meat departments, excellent service, old-fashioned service. As a matter of fact, we still sack and carry out your groceries.
Neil Hobbs and employees appreciate your business, and we sell all our products at the lowest possible price. So come see us soon and often. We're open every day. Clink Supermarket in Hobart.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
6, 7, and 8 due up for Mangum in their half of the second. They lead at 9-0. And the first pitch from Aiden Salazar, taking out sign for ball by Jackson Reisner. It'll be Reisner, Chris Dennis, and Ashton Wetzel due up here in inning number 2 for the Tigers. 1-0 pitch on the way. Salazar upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Jackson drove in a run his first time around, stole a base, and scored. Upstairs for a ball. And Reisner ahead in the count 3-0. Have you noticed that the Augustines, he's doing the electronic stuff, and she's doing the old-fashioned. She got the pencil and the book, the scorebook. I like it.
Yep.
That's good, yeah. 3-0 pitch, called strike, 3-1.
Probably you and her are the only ones who know how to keep that right.
You know, and a baseball or softball scorecard is just, it's delightful. I mean, it is. It's just great. Pitch outside for a ball.
Tells the story, doesn't it?
And it does.
Yep.
I mean, if you, it's you know, I guess it's probably like shorthand, but if you keep the notes right, you know, you can go back and look and say, oh, okay, you know, this happened here, and draw lines, and it's fun stuff. Now, I was never one that I don't go to major league games and keep score. I don't do that. That's a little too geeky for me, but
they used to way back in the day.
Did you?
Well, no, I didn't. But
oh, okay. Chris Dennis upstairs for ball, 1-0 on Dennis. Chris walked his first time around and scored.
That was pre-cell phones, you know, and other types of things to take.
And I wonder
attention.
if they even do they hand out scorecards anymore in major league games?
Some of the programs they.
Downstairs, 2-0. They used to give them out for free.
Yep.
Now you buy with a program for $27.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I told you I was going to go on a 3-day baseball binge in late May.
That's exciting.
And after I bought my tickets for St. Louis and Kansas City and St. Louis, pitch upstairs, ball 3 to Chris Dennis. It asked me if I wanted to go ahead and buy my parking. I said yes at first until it popped up. $112.
No,
yes.
My goodness.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yeah. 3-0 pitch on the way here.
That's for folks Uber and all that good stuff.
I guess so. You know, I didn't have the count right. It's now apparently 3-1. So one of those in that early sequence was a cold strike. Short lead over at first base for Jackson Reisner. He's there with nobody out in the second. Ground ball headed for left field. That'll be a base hit for Chris Dennis. Good job by Dennis. Kept the hands back. And then when the baseball got in the zone, he whacked it into left field for a base hit.
I know you and I are old timers, and we think of taxi cabs, but Barnes, you got to try the Uber. I'm serious.
Really? Have you done it?
Well,
have you taken the plunge?
Kid, yeah. My kid it got me doing that.
Okay.
He lives out west, and he doesn't drive to the airport to park. He just takes an Uber.
Ashton Wetzel will step in, takes one over his head. 1-0 on Ashton. He struck out looking his first time around. Well, I mean, my daughter-in-law, car was broken down recently, and I said, well, honey, what are you going to do about getting to school or getting to work? Taylor going to take you? No, I'll just Uber. I'm like, okay. 1-0 pitch. Called strike, and it's 1-1. But when she said that, it took me back to, I remember being in grade school, and we only had one vehicle. Dad drove it to work. Right. And so if we overslept or missed the bus, Mom had to call a cab to send us to school.
Wow.
Pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. Now, can you imagine Yeah. Nowadays, putting your first grade kid or second grade kid in a cab and sending them to school, there's no way. And I mean, you know, it's just amazing how things have changed. There's a shot into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Let's see if they send Reisner. Jackson headed to home, and he is safe standing up. Now Mangum almost running into a situation, but not, because the ball was cut off by the first baseman, Allison. And
good stop by Holt.
Well, Jackson did a good job, but he was way away from the bag, and they could have gotten Wetzel over there at first base. But anyhow, turns out runners at first and second now for Mangum, and they've got 11 on the board. Or check that, 10. As Wetzel gets the RBI single.
It's these Airbnbs that kind of have me freaked out. These kids, they'll go stay in an Airbnb, and there's some guy named Chuck that you share the bathroom with. And
I don't know about that. Mason Parker takes outside for ball. 2-0 on Mason.
No, he says he stays downstairs. He stays in the basement.
2-0. We stayed in an Airbnb over the summer when we went on the cruise, but it was couples that stayed there. There was nobody named Fred downstairs. Called strike, and it's 2-1 on Mason Parker.
You know, there's a sign-up sheet for the bathroom.
Well, I mean, there was 6 folks that shared the bathroom. There's 2 of them, guys and girls. Pitch outside for a ball. Count 3-1.
Yeah, Avery did that one time. They stayed. One of the guys was in a different part of the house. And I'm like,
wow, that is different.
Kidding me?
3-1 pitch on the way here. And foul out of play on the right side. Mason now has the count go full, 3-2.
I said, you just got to assume that every flower vase has got a camera in it, right?
Oh, my goodness.
I don't care. We're just going to sleep and leave. I'm like, oh, God.
Runners at first and second. My goodness, yeah. I mean, you're right. When you're that age, you don't worry about things like that.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch on the way now to Mason Parker. Upstairs for Bull. Bases loaded for Ashton Pride. So Parker at first. Out at second base is Wetzel's got an RBI single in the inning. Chris Dennis, who singled, is over at third. And Ashton, 2 for 2 in the ball game, scored a couple of times, has walked, driven in a pair of runs. One-Eyed Jack, his nickname.
I like Willie.
Well, there you go. Free Willie. Pitch outside to Ashton. 1-0. When we first got here, I was kind of hanging out with Ashton and Coach Powers, and Aiden Warner was down there, Augustine as well, and Ashton looked at the flags. He said, he went out of here today. Wind blowing in. Ashton, that was like 5 hours ago. The wind has stopped.
Yeah, it's cold. Look cool, though.
Ball didn't carry it well. You're right. 2-0 on Ashton. He hits with the bases loaded. Mangum's got 10 already. Nobody out here in the second. And that's laced to center field. And knocked down by the second baseman who was playing deep. They will force the runner at second. I cannot believe how deep Hudson Squires was playing. I mean, he picked that up in short center field and flipped the shortstop, Harmon, for out number 1.
I think it might have been a stinger, too, because that ball died.
So Parker retired on the fielder's choice. Give Ashton another RBI. He's on for the 3rd time of the ball game. 1-0 pitch to Aiden Warner. Warner been on both times. He has walked, singled, stole a base, scored 2 times. Pitch upstairs for a ball, 2-0. So Dennis scored on the fielder's choice. It's 11-0. Wetzel took third. Pride is at first, and it's 2-0 on Aiden Warner.
Did I spy the Hobart's basketball coaches in the dugout? Andrew Twan.
Really? There's a shot into left field, and it'll get by Funkhauser. Roll to the wall. Scoring easily will be Wetzel. Ashton Pride on his horse. He'll round third. He's headed for home, and he will score. The throw comes home, and that allows the runner to get to third base. Good hard slide by Aiden Warner. The tag was there by Trey Cole, but he couldn't hold on to the baseball.
Yeah, Ethan's got you got to keep. If you're not going to get there to it, you just got to keep yourself in front of it. And once it gets past you, there's a lot of real estate. You mentioned it.
Yeah.
Behind them and rolled forever.
So 4 in the inning, 13 for the ball game, even though Sam's got 12. And we're just still in the second inning. Here's Nate Augustine. Augustine been on board both times, couple of singles, RBI, stolen base, run scored. Looks at the ball here. 1-0 on Augustine. Runner at third base, 1 out in the inning. That was on a fielder's choice. 1-0 pitch, Salazar. Ground ball back through the middle. That'll be a base hit and drive in another run as Warner will jog in from third. So Augustine 3 for 3 in the ball game with a couple of RBI.
Well, kudos, and you'll find these at every baseball field. The moms, the dads, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, they are here. They're bundled up. They're not leaving. And they're here to support their kids, right?
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a tad bit frosty.
Feels pretty good in the truck.
Cal 1-0 on Mason Hoppengardner. And he'll lash one into center field, but right at Bodie Jones for the second out of the inning.
Jarvis?
Bodie, I called it, Bodie Jarvis, I'm sorry. Yeah. You can't hit it much harder than that, but Mason, one of those atom balls for out number 2. Surprised I haven't heard from his mom. She usually checks in. Mason's mom does. Dispatching up there in Elk City. Dustin Alexander has checked in. Mike celebrated his birthday today. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
How old's Michael?
I believe I saw the tablets. The I believe
okay.
is what he is now. Happy birthday to Mike.
Yes,
one of our
sir. Yes, sir.
Pitch in the dirt. Augustine will stay put at second. 1-0 now on Brooks Jackson. Mangum batting around here in inning number 2.
Now, is it 16?
Ground ball to short. Harmon will flip to second, and the inning will come to an end. Yeah, I was counting that up when I saw that on the scoreboard. They had a total of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the first. 2, 4, 5. Should be 14.
Okay.
So we'll go to the top half of inning number 3. 14 on the board for Mangum. Nothing for Hobart on the Fox Radio Network.
When it comes to improving your quality of life after an injury or surgery, let our therapists at Elkview General Hospital help you. Our team provides both inpatient and outpatient services to maximize your recovery. You can count on Elkview Hospital's providers to deliver high-quality treatment with the latest techniques and state-of-the-art equipment. We're located just east of Elkview General Hospital in the North Hill Clinic building. Call them today at 726-2180.
Kiowa County Farm Bureau agents Greg Holt and Janie Jackson are your neighbors living beside you, working for you and with you. Complete insurance coverage for the automobile, farm, home, life, and personal go-the-extra-mile service is just part of the package. Farm Bureau. Your Kiowa County agents in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View are Greg Holt and Janie Jackson. So for great service and great rates, see Greg or Janie at Kiowa County Farm Bureau offices in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View. The staff and membership of First Baptist Church in Hobart are proud of our youth, proud to be a sponsor of Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sports teams. Attend the games and support these fine young people, and Pastor Thomas Miller invites you to visit First Baptist Church. You're always welcome. Our goal is to proclaim the gospel and minister to the people of our community. Again, we're proud to be Bearcat Boosters, First Baptist Church in Hobart.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
Well, time and a half of inning number 3 due up. Ethan Funkhauser, Ty Harmon, and Holden Jones for this group from Hobart. Looks like Coach Twan, you mentioned him in the dugout, headed to the first base coach's box.
Yep. He is pretty cool. He has come into an area he is not familiar with. He traveled a long ways, and this is his first head coaching gig. And I'm sure you saw he made a nice post on Facebook at the conclusion and the community welcoming him. And it's really good guys. So, that's good to hear. When they battle it out, you know they're going to have good teams that know what they're doing and play hard. So that's I like to keep some of those good coaches around.
You bet. Ethan Funkhauser steps in for Hobart, swings at the first pitch. It's a strike, 0-1. So Bo Anderson has 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. You know, you talk about all the runs that have been scored, but Anderson has pitched well here so far. 0-1 offering on the way, outside. 1-1. Probably gave him the kiss of death, didn't I?
It's all right.
What's the deal with Sam and not being able to keep numbers?
He's bumping stuff over there. Yeah. He's gotten Snickers and nachos flowing, and he's in and out of the concession stand. He's trying to look pretty with his hair. I don't know what's going on over there.
1-1 pitch on the way here. Curveball, a little bit low. 2-1 now on Ethan Funkhauser.
But this is the time for Bo to really work on your pitches. I mean, if there's something you're struggling with, work on that and get that fine-tuned. And
2-0 offering on the way here. A little bit high for ball 3. 3-1. I said it was 2-0. It's 3-1.
And in high school, even in high school, if you could just change speeds, you don't have to throw a lot of junk, but if you could change speeds, it's very effective.
3-1 offering on the way here. Hoppengardner in on the grass at third. Funkhauser looks at a strike, and it's 3-2. Again, Ethan hit by a pitch his first time around, and Brad Gilbert said he thought maybe it was his elbow. We couldn't tell if it was his wrist. He was in a little bit of pain and had to have somebody run for him. He's played since, but 3-2 pitch on the way here, ball 4. So on for the second time in the ball game, Ethan Funkhauser. Ty Harmon now will step in. Harmon singled, stole a base his first time around, and was left stranded at third.
Maybe hit that funny bone where he may not have been able to feel his hand for a while.
And and actually Brad said that may have been why he was shaking it out and flexing that hand. As Patricia Stover has joined us on a cool Tuesday evening.
A cool night, like Paul Davis.
Thank you, Paul Davis. Very nice. I like the
late Paul Davis.
What was his other big hit, class of 65?
Now you just threw me a loop.
I stumped you with that one, didn't I? One of those great easy listening hits. 1-0 offering on the way here. Ooh, called strike. All right, a delayed strike.
65 love affair.
65 love affair, yeah.
There you go. Good lands. You and I have seen enough record labels and cart labels over the years. We kind of starts to run together.
Cal 1-1 now on Ty Harmon. Funkhauser over at first, off speed. Harmon out in front, 1-2.
And text Michael and ask him what a cart is. I don't know.
Yeah. Basically, it was an old 8-track tape with only one track is what it was. That's right. Commercials and music were loaded onto those things when records became obsolete.
Now they're back in vogue.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch. A little dribbler out in front of home plate. Anderson off the mound. He'll set and not make a throw. Harmon runs well. Infield single for Ty. Runners at first and second. Nobody out now for Holden Jones. You know, since the Barnes Casa has become a solo home, I've been doing a little redecorating. And one of the things that I have on display is an old phonograph record that my grandfather had.
That is awesome.
Pitching change going to be made here. Anderson has thrown enough. He'll be replaced by Ashton Pride, and we'll take a timeout. It's 14-0. Mangum on top. Top half of inning number 3. A couple of runners aboard for Hobart. And we're back to the Fox Radio Network.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Matty Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Matty in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
So some defensive adjustments made here. Ashton Pride will go to the bump, and Bo Anderson will take his place at shortstop. We thought when we had talked to the players and the coaches earlier that Augustine would probably go to short and Bo would go to second, but that is not the case here.
Yeah, 48 hours from a tournament. You know, watch your pitch count
Yep.
and just get into that tournament healthy and ready to play 3 days in a row.
Holden Jones now will step in. Nobody out. A couple of runners aboard. Hobart has had some scoring opportunities, but not been able to capitalize. Swing and a miss here. Jones down to the count 0-1. Out at second base, Funkhauser, who runs well. Harmon at first, who flat out can fly. And even though the scoreboard says 16-0, it's 14-0. Bender there for Pride. Looked like it's a pretty good pitch, but inside for a ball. And the count 1-1 on Holden Jones. Close off the thought about that phonograph player of my grandfather's. I think it predated me, but if not, it was right around the time of my birth. And Jones gets hit. Bases loaded. So bases loaded. Holden Jones hit. Well, that got him. Looked like it got him in the back of the leg. Hamstring, maybe. That stings on a cool night. Again, Paul Davis. Jackson Allison will step in. Allison walked his first time around and was left stranded. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Ashton Pride going to have to pitch out of a jam.
We did go over. That was a pitching change. That was a cool change.
Oh, very good. Little River Band. From down under.
Yeah.
And I've got them all over my iTunes, by the way.
That's good stuff.
First pitch on the way to Allison. Left-handed hitter looks at a ball, 1-0. So Pride, a far different pitcher in delivery and speed than Bo Anderson. A short, compact delivery for Ashton. Took something off that one. Got the swing and a miss by Allison, 1-1. Grandpa always wrote with some type of magic marker that 60 years after the fact, it still shows his phone number on that phonograph record. Unbelievable.
Amazing. Wow.
1-1 pitch, way outside, gets away from the catcher, and scoring the first run of the ball game for Hobart will be Ethan Funkhauser. He will score on the wild pitch. Harmon will go to third, and Jones to second base. And the count 2-1 on Allison.
Nobody out.
Yeah, nobody out. It was like, in you know, back in the day, you'd be Clifton 532 would be your phone number.
Right. Wow.
So it was CL, whatever the numbers were.
Ethel down the block. Get off the phone.
You had that party line. That's true. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball there by Pride. And it's 2-2 on Jackson. 14-1 our score. Top half of inning number 3. Hobart has cracked the scoring column here. in this third frame.
Didn't need a barbershop. Just pick up the phone.
I think they did call it the gossip line if you had a party line. 2-2 pitch, and again, Pride takes something off of it. Swing and a miss by Allison. He's gone on strikes. So the first out of the inning, bring Trey Cole to the plate. Cole 0 for 1. He struck out looking to end inning number 1.
Kids just no idea how. Can't even imagine that.
No. First pitch here downstairs. Good pick that time by Brooks Jackson. 1-0. And I remember, you had to talk to your girlfriend every night and go into mom and dad's room and get on the phone that had the cord that would
a mile long.
Yeah, go all the way across the room. Yeah,
of course. Then they'd say, "Get off the phone.
Yeah.
It's time to go to bed."
Yeah. Oh, come on, just a little bit longer. And Dad's line was, "Didn't you just spend the day with her at school?" I did.
But it's real love, Dad.
Yeah, Dad, come on, man. 1-0 pitch.
Ooh, that's a good pitch.
Yeah, I liked it too. High and tight, the call, and 2-0 on Trey. Runners at second and third, one gone here in the third. Creeping in on the grass over there at first base is Mason Parker. Thinks a play may be in order here with Trey Cole. Pride now going to step off. One-0 pitch on the way here. Inside for ball, 2-0. All right, check it. That should be 3-0, yeah. The thing that is just so amazing to me is the technology that has occurred in our lifetime. I'm 62 years old, and you think about the 62 years prior to my birth.
Yeah.
And there's ball 4 delivered, and the technology
just amazing.
In those 62 years has just been phenomenal. So ball 4 delivered here. That'll load the bases. 1 out. Ashton looking at Tommy. Dad coach. And here's Aiden Salazar. Apparently we're getting a pinch hitter instead. So Drew Enzi will bat here in the third and get clobbered. Oh, man.
Thanks, Coach.
Oh, golly. And the thing that makes that tough is that on the first pitch, he was bailing out, and he was hearing it from the bench.
Stay in there.
Yeah, don't bail out, and doink, he gets clobbered, and and he took one off the elbow as well. That's insult to injury right there.
He's like, I like my way better, guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
On a cold night, yep.
Yeah,
it just lingers.
Yeah. Stay with you for a little while. So bases loaded for Hobart, and they've got 2 across in the inning, 1 out. Hudson Squires now will step in. When Pride was warming up, his pitches were all over the place. And some of these kids haven't seen this kind of velocity. And when it comes up there with that behind it, you're like, 1-0 pitch on the way here, stepping in the bucket and taking it ball 2.
And sometimes they do this in tournaments. I don't know if they do it in regular season play. This might be it if it's 12 after 3 and 10 after 4.
What we learned last night, it was 10 after 4. As Mangum went out that ball game 12-4. Actually, 8 after 4. So we only played 4 innings, didn't we? There's a ground ball at third. Hoppengardner on the hop, fires to home, and dropping the baseball is Brooks Jackson. So Jones safe at home, third run of the inning. Cole to third. Runner at second, and Squires at first. He's alive on the E2. So here's Lucas Wetzel. Still just 1 out. The thing that's hard there by Jackson, and that throw, Hoppengardner put it there, but it handcuffed him a little bit.
It was 100 miles an hour to his ankles. But
Ball gets away, and
wow,
runner will score. And this is not the Van Gogh you're looking for. Runners at second and third now for Hobart. Bearcats with 4 in the frame. 14-4 ball game, and Tommy Pride going to go out and have a conversation with his club. We take a break. 14-4, Mangum on top by 10. We're in the third on the Fox Radio Network.
It takes a solid foundation to build a solid business, and nobody understands that better than Frazier Bank. In fact, we have been helping businesses for years, offering startup capital, money for equipment, or money to expand. Talk to one of our loan officers today and start building your business tomorrow. Frazier Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
So, a short-lived conversation. What do you suppose
Hit
the
the
family
mitt.
version sounded like?
Hit the mitt. Throw it over the plate. Yeah, just got to throw some balls in the zone here.
There's a called strike. And what? Easy for me to say.
Plus tax.
Yeah. Lucas down to the count. 0-1. 0-2 now. And I maybe a little bit too much thinking going on out there.
Yeah.
Trying a little bit too hard.
Don't worry about pitches. Just certain kinds. Just throw it.
That one rolled foul. It'll say 0-2.
Don't be cute. Right?
Well, yeah, I think that's the key. You're up 14-0 when you come in. You know, just throw strikes. So down in the count here is Austin, or Lucas rather, and he's gone on strikes for the second time on the evening. So Pride gets his strikeout here with runners at second and third, and now 2 gone. Back to the top of the order we go. And Bodie Jarvis. Jarvis has struck out twice. Swing and a miss there, good curveball. Jarvis got tied up by that one big time.
It starts at your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Drops in there.
By the way, Hobart is batted around in the inning. Mangum has done that a couple of times here this evening as well. Called strike 2, 0-2 now. On Jarvis, in danger. Of striking out for the third time. Pops this one up on the infield, and unable to find it is the catcher now giving chase his Pride. And you could hear, or I could hear, Brooks Jackson say, I can't see it, can't find it. We talked about it, got above the lights. I don't think that anybody catches that, though, as it's up on the net. So Woody Jarvis staying alive with a foul tip. Jenna Scott has joined us. Michaela Augustine as well. I thought I saw her earlier. I did. 0-2 pitch on the ground. Hoppengartner can't find it. It's under his glove. 1 run will score. They're going to send another runner. And suddenly there's 6 on the board for Hobart, and the inning not over.
That's one of those you talked about it. Well, you're just standing out there in the cold for a long time in the outfield, and then something's hit really hard at you, and your body's got to warm up in a hurry. It's hard to do.
And I don't know that Mason ever saw the ball.
We're not playing with the widest baseball available, or maybe we are, but
it is a little bit dirty, a little bit hard to see. You talked about it last night, and mercy. So 2 gone, runner at second base, and a called strike on Funkhauser. Ethan been hit by a pitch and walked, and he scored in the inning. 0-1 on Ethan. I mean, they're just cruising along. And Hobart can score runs. They got 16 last night in that 1-run loss to Cordell. 14-6 now. That one nubbed down the third baseline foul. Hoppengardner got there, but it was in foul territory. This is just not turning out the way that Mangum wanted to. And give credit to Colt Allison's club for not going quietly into the night. And they have refused to wave the white flag.
Powers turned the crock pot back on.
That's why I thought I saw the lights blink. There's a ground ball towards short. Long way for Anderson to come. Bo will set. Fire. Not in time. Ball gets away from the first baseman, Parker. And scoring will be Bodie Jarvis. Good job by Jarvis to hustle.
Well. What do we have here?
So an infield single. And that'll make it 14-7 is what we have. You gave us the kiss of death. You were talking run rule. There's a line shot into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Funkhauser on his way to third. Throw not going to be in time and taking second base on the play and safe and now out coming off the bag.
He left
is Harmon.
Safe.
Well, he lifted it. He raised his right hand.
He did, but
he gave a safe call and then he showed me the fist. Okay. So Harmon going to be safe after all is said and done.
We're going to have to get the slip and slide out and practice sliding. That you're breaking ankle.
Yeah, and just don't know. Tommy probably going to ask about that call out at second base, but and he's like me. The umpire initially called it safe, and then Harmon came off the bag. It looked like Augustine held the tag, and he called out.
He did finish up with the save, so you got three signs.
So he went safe, out,
did.
safe. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So the home plate umpire going to go out and have a conversation with the field official, get an explanation. Harmon and Augustine having a nice conversation at second base, and the safe is the call. So the inning stays alive for Holden Jones.
Well, in August, Barnes, whenever we bellyache, our equipment gets too hot. It is not the case tonight.
Is it getting cold?
No, it loves it.
Oh,
we're good.
I know you're in the truck and I'm outside.
Got to keep our clients happy.
Second and third, 2 out. Inning not over yet for Hobart. Holden Jones, their best hitter, steps in. Jones been on board both times. He's walked and, again, got hit by a pitch earlier in the inning. That seems like about a day and a half ago. Takes a pitch outside here for ball 2-0.
That's a good pitch. It was a ball, but that's a tough one to take because that was strike all the way and then just dropped outside.
Jones, by the way, the first hitter that Pride faced. 2-0 pitch on the way here. Off speed, called strike. That's a good pitch there.
Yep.
Good job, Ash. And you look at his finish when he throws those strikes.
Yeah.
He was square to the plate. The arm came through in the proper slot. When he slings it, it's when he's unable to find home plate.
Yep.
Unable to find the baseball is Brooks Jackson. Now he'll locate it, and runner will stay at third base. So Holden ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Games like these, usually the hardest working guys out there are the catchers.
There's no question about it.
They're just everybody else may not be sweating, but he's sweating it no matter how cold it is.
Yeah. 3-1 pitch on the way here. That one has hit a ton to left field, but will hook foul and out of play. Woo-hoo-hoo. Holden Jones put a charge into that one. Man.
Yeah.
what was it, Dan Patrick? And I may have heard Augustine say this under his breath. I don't know, but if he did, it reminded me of Dan Patrick back when he and Oberman did Sports Center on Sunday nights. He hit the ball real hard. And Holden hit the ball real hard right there. In fact, he hit it so hard, that's why it hooked on him.
Turned, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it inside. He turned on that one, but let's see where this pitch is.
Payoff pitch on the way. Turn away from ball 4 and the bases loaded. Jones at first. Harmon at second. Funkhauser at third. Jackson Allison will step in. Jackson 0 for 1 officially. He has struck out and walked. Pride got him to strike out for the first out of the inning. Got him to chase that one, and it's 0-1 on Jackson. I'm having to use my phone to see my scorebook. Meantime, it's nice and warm in the truck. 0-1 pitch. Waited on that one for a long time and then whistled it right over Dad's head in the third base coach's box. 0-2.
See if Powers delivers to the truck.
So Ashton really needing his second strikeout of the inning of Jackson Allison. 16-7 ball game. We play in the third. Fastball, strike 3. Got the call there, and the inning will come to an end. But, boy, Hobart, impressive in their half of the third as they score 7 in the frame and make it a 16-7 ball game after 2.5 innings. And we're back after this on the Fox Radio Network.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna at Dapper 14 Boutique in Mangum. Are you looking for new clothes and accessories that are on trend, flattering, and comfy? Dapper 14 is just the place. We carry sizes small through 3X. Stop by 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Find us on Facebook or Instagram, or visit the website at dapyr14.com. We appreciate our customers, we love our community, and we always root for the Tigers.
Well, Aiden Salazar has been on the bench for a long time. See what he does, the right-hander for Hobart here. In inning number 3 is due up for the Tigers, Jackson Reisner, Chris Dennis, and Ashton Wetzel. 16-7 ball game. You know, we're complaining about the weather. I had the chance to talk to Bailey Ann earlier today and was asking about the weather in Wisconsin. She said on Saturday it snowed 11 inches. Want to know when I was going to come see her, and I said, when it's not snowing 11 inches.
Sometime in July.
Exactly. That is just... and her and her partner love it up there. I mean, it's their second winter that they have been in Wisconsin.
Wow,
I'm just like...
Yeah, my folks live in Montana.
Yeah.
It's kind of the... Well, even California's had a bunch of rain and snow, and it's... I know some snow trails have kept open a lot longer this year, so...
Reisner stepping in now. First pitch to Jackson. He thought about bunting it, did, and the ball was foul. The count on 1 on Jackson. Oh, it did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He was, and I don't know. They said it hit him while he was in the field of play, which is correct. He's out, but sure looked like it hit him when he was in the batter's box, and the batter's box is obliterated. So, I mean, it's a guess. But
oh man,
first down of the inning, retired on the interference play, and it's all 1-0 now on Chris Dennis. Dennis has walked, singled, scored 2 times.
But it's Oklahoma. Just wait 24 hours, right? Or less than that.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, again, you talked about it. We'll have a warming trend throughout the week, and the wind is just supposed to roar out of the west and southwest. Thursday and Friday, pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. And then I saw one forecast earlier that said Monday it'll be 90.
Great.
Pitch to Dennis, swing and a miss. And that'll run the count to. What do you say, 2-2?
2-2.
Yeah.
Might be a good time to make sure that scoreboard is. I need to get Augustine on that because
Run roll Chad up here.
Well,
fouled out of play on the right side. Still 2-2.
Just gonna have to be a little more accurate.
Well, 14-7 is what we have.
That's what we have.
And I think the Augustines have 14-7. Powers is the only one at 16-7.
Ask Amanda, not Scott.
2-2 pitch. Upstairs for a ball. That'll run it full 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way, ball 4. He's aboard with 1 gone. So Ashton Wetzel now will step in. First pitch to him, out in front for a ball, 1-0. That's the nice thing about Augustine. He not only knows first name, he knows middle names.
Yes.
You know, that gives you an idea that these kids have been to the house a couple of times over the years.
Yeah.
And when it gets that middle name in there, you get the idea that maybe once or twice some mischievous stuff was happening. Ground ball to short. Harmon has it bounce off of his glove into shallow left field. On his horse is Williams. They're going to send him. Here's the throw. Trey is safe at the plate. And hustling all the way into third base is Ashton Wetzel.
Well, that was a great throw, great catch, but literally, that was bang, bang.
Yep.
Right there at the plate.
So Williams was off with the pitch. Harmon, his first step was to second base to cover on the attempted steal. Then the ball rolled towards him. He had to reverse direction, bounced off of his glove, and then it just rolled forever down the third base line. And Williams, he's thinking to himself, I'm glad I was off with the pitch. I don't know that I had enough gas to get home otherwise. Swinging a miss here by Mason Parker. Parker down in the count 0-1. Wetzel over at third. Just 1 out in the inning. Top of the order, and Ashton Pride will hit after Mason Parker. Parker has struck out and walked. Takes upstairs for a ball here. The count 1-1 on Mason. Yeah, you talked about California and all that moisture. Then another river of moisture headed their way, airborne stuff. It's been phenomenal this winter. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Parker. I think the snowpack is caught up. I don't think they have any issues out there.
Oh, so Lincoln Riley can water his yard or what?
1-2 pitch. Rounded towards Harmon at short. Off with that one airmailed. And safe at first base is Mason Parker. Well, Harmon had to come a long way to get the baseball. And We saw with Mason Hoppengardner last night. You feel the ball, but if your feet are not in the proper position, it is hard to launch, and that's exactly what happened to Harmon there. So E6 run scores. Should be 16-7. As Ashton Pride will step in, takes a pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0.
Powers just keeps
he's his own man.
plowing away with the scoreboard.
Pride been on board all 3 times, has scored 3 runs, and driven in 2. Takes outside for a ball, 2-0. We're in the third, and even though the scoreboard, you might see it in your camera frame, I don't know, it says 18-7, but again, everybody else has 16-7. 2-0 pitch on the way. There goes the runner. Jones will throw, and that one headed to center field, but staying put is Parker at second with the stolen base.
And he hurt himself.
Count on Pride 3-0. It'll be interesting to see if they turn him loose with a runner at second and 1 gone. You talked about hurt himself when you're talking about Holden Jones, and Jones struggling to get back behind the plate. 3-0 pitch on the way here, and taking all the way is Pride. That's being a good teammate there, because that was a pitch he wanted to hammer. 3-1 now on Ashton. Runner at second base, 1 gone. Mangum with a couple across here in the third. Ball 4, ball gets away, and it'll allow Parker to take third. Ashton at first for Aiden Warner. Warner has walked, singled twice, scored 3 times, stole a base, and drove in a couple. Rather ho-hum game for Aiden. Huge lead at first base for Pride. There he goes, and we've got another balk. Yep.
Is that runner from third?
He should go home, yeah, and now he does. I don't think Mason realized it. Second balk of the ball game, and both times it's been because there's been a runner at first base. And Aiden Salazar in mid windup stops because of the distraction of the runner going from first to second. Pride now at second base. And a little pop-up on the infield, caught by the second baseman, Hudson Squires, for out number 2. That's kind of an unusual swing there for Aiden Warner.
Yeah, kind of stepped out and just kind of offered at it. Looked like a nice Barnes pitch from about 70 yards out.
So Augustine, 3 for 3 in the ball game, steps in. Nate looks outside at the ball, 1-0 on Augustine. He scored 1, stolen a base, and driven in 2.
If you're listening over at the Loop, I'm going to be by soon. Is there anything in the hot box?
Whatever you got left over.
Yes.
Even if it's skunk food, just keep it.
I'll take it. Yeah, we're going to hit the Loop afterwards. They're right behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-0 now, the count on Augustine. Crispitos are awfully good if they got any of those left over.
Yeah.
2-0 pitch, outside for ball, 3-0.
I do have to tell my very first Loop story years and years ago.
Back in your younger days.
Well, I pulled up to the north window, and, you're supposed to drive the Loop. You order on one side and pick it up on the other. I just pulled up. Lady was like, what are you doing here?
3-0 pitch, lifted into shallow center field. That's going to get down. And Pride going to stop at third base. And Augustine on board for the 4th time this afternoon and this evening.
This is the pickup window. The order window's on the other side. So I got baptized by the Loop, and we got her figured out. But now
now you're a seasoned pro.
Yeah, got it down.
You probably stopped traffic too with that move, didn't you?
She said, "We're called the Loop, you idiot."
Not the stop and go.
Yeah.
Runners at first and third. Pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. Hoppengardner hit it on the button his last time around, but right at the center fielder. He's got a walk, an RBI, run scored, and another walk. Officially 0 for 1 on the ball game. 1-0 pitch. Inside for ball, 2-0. So you got 17-7, correct?
Yes, sir.
Augustine with the thumbs up below us.
Little home cooking on the scoreboard.
2-0 pitch. Mason swinging a miss. Boy, he had a mighty cut. 2-1 now on Hoppengardner.
I watch those softball guys. They'll slide in a run in here. Barnes got the book. He's got it.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. It's kind of like on the golf course. The only time I ever win is when I've got the scorecard.
Exactly. Love those mulligans. Woo.
Yeah. So 2-2 on Mason. Runners at first and third. 2 out here in the third. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. So Hoppengardner will strike out. Mangum comes across with 3 more runs in the frame, and they've got 17 on the ball game. They lead it 17-7 as we head to the fourth on the Fox Radio Network.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available. Your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 4,500 GPC power mind. Remember Jamie's Auto will make your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Steve Miller at Grinnell's Pharmacy encourages everyone to shop at home when you can and support your local merchants. Steve thanks you all for many years of loyalty. Use our drive-through window. Get your prescriptions filled at Grinnell's Pharmacy. And we have greeting cards, gift ideas, candy, and a lot more at Grinnell's Pharmacy in Hobart, Oklahoma.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came.
If you need a plumber or a service technician, you need to call Jeff Hohenschel at Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Now, Jeff does all types of plumbing work, minor to major, plus service work and installation of heating and cooling systems. Jeff works on heat pumps and refrigeration systems. Whatever your problem, if you need service or a new system, call Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Give him a call at 347-2857, 347-2857. Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air, supporting area students.
Well, Mason Hoppengardner will become the third pitcher of the ball game for Mangum. Bojangles started. Bo Anderson relieved by Ashton Pride, and now Mason will go to work here in the fourth with Mangum on top 17-7.
I think Mangum's 3 outs away from a win here. If they can hold on to this score, we'll see if that's the case. Hobart kind of exploded the last inning.
Yeah.
Got some runs across. And
7 runs in the frame. They've been handcuffed up until that. So.
Yep. Got a big weekend ahead, though, Michael. We got the Battle of the Big Bats and a lot of good area teams in Hobart, Mangum, Cordell, Snyder, Geronimo, Elmore City. Just some of the towns going to be participating. And like you said, we'll be watching the weather as well. But if anything, the wind, good old Oklahoma wind.
Yeah, it's going to come ripping down the plains for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So Mangum trying to shut the door here in the fourth. Up by 10, 17-7.
Oh, Powers locked her up, man. He said the chili's cold. Put the jalapenos back in the fridge.
Let's say hi to our good friend Barbara Wright Hagen, who has joined us this evening. Mangum settling along, singing a song, big comfortable lead going into the third inning, and then they gave up 7 runs in the frame. Came back with 3 of their own in the third. And now Hoppengardner will deliver a pitch for a ball. The count 1-0. So Hoppengardner trying to close the deal out here. And again, you just want to throw strikes. Pitch inside for a ball. 1-1. Or a 2-0, rather. Wow. I'm like you. I'd like a pretty good pitch. 2-0 offering on the way. Upstairs for a ball, 3-0. Miss Augustine, who do you have up for Hobart? Cole? Yeah. Okay. That's who I want to make sure that I had the right one. And Cole, that's a cold strike. It hit the bat.
There you go.
So Trey, 3-1. Cole struck out to end the first and then walked and scored in the third. 3-1 here. And turns away from a pitch inside for ball 4. So he's aboard. Nobody out here in the fourth.
Another thing I want to mention is Saturday morning is the Hobart's annual Rotary auction, and even you folks in Mangum listen to 1420 AM or 102.1, and Rotarians auction off donated items from area businesses all over Southwest Oklahoma, and the money goes to scholarships and other activities and to benefit great causes. So anyway, encourage you to listen to the Rotary auction. If anything, you're going to get some deals pretty cheap and get some good items from area businesses at a discount. So that'll be Saturday morning. That'll start at 9 a.m. and usually goes to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Rotarians will be manning the phones, and that number to call is the station number 580-726-5656.
2-0 pitch to Cole, outside for a ball, or to Aiden Salazar, rather. 3-0 now on Salazar. Trey Cole is at second base with nobody out here in the fourth. Again, Mangum trying to close the door, second night in a row, run rule in the fourth inning. A rather inauspicious beginning, though. The leadoff runner walked and then went to second base on a wild pitch. 3-1 now on Salazar. Hoppengardner, 3-1 offering. Cole at strike 2, 3-2. Mason, a lot of movement on that pitch. And turn that one over. Payoff pitch on the way here, and off-speed pitch that didn't even sniff at home plate. Do you like that? 3-2, do you like going off speed?
That almost looked like it may have slipped out of his hand.
You think so?
A little bit. I'm not sure. It's
Chris Hoppengardner has joined us. This one's popped up foul and out of play on the left side. Nate deking as though he were going to make the catch, even though the ball was in the middle of the street.
Well, if you're a catcher and the umpire is going to give you the baseball, do not take your glove away. Did you see that video?
No, I guess I missed that one.
Oh, my goodness.
0-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. 0-2 now on Hudson Squires.
Spring training game, and people yelling at the radio right now, but I can't remember the I think it was Angels catcher. The umpire was going to give him a baseball. He's right behind him. Catcher was crouched down. The catcher had his glove up like he's holding a plate, like waiting for the baseball. The catcher thought the ump was just going to throw it out to the pitcher himself, so he took his glove away, and the umpire dropped the ball like he was going to put it in the glove, but the glove wasn't there. Hits the ground. He threw out the catcher because he thought he was being a jerk.
Is that right?
Right there. He just did no explanation or nothing, just chunked him.
1-2 pitch in the dirt here, 2-2. That's being a little thin-skinned, I would say.
Yeah, there wasn't. And this guy, I guess, is anyway.
One of those kind of umpires.
Yeah, but the catcher was not known to be that way. But, yeah, there wasn't any kind of conversation like, dude, seriously, or did you mean to do that or nothing? It was he hooked him right there.
Payoff pitch on the way here, ball 4, bases loaded. Well, you mentioned tournament coming up this weekend, and Mangum is scheduled to play on Thursday night against Geronimo. And you sent me the bracket, and then I lost it.
Okay.
Who does Hobart play on Thursday?
Stand by.
And at what time? Mangum will play at 8 o'clock or thereabouts.
I got it from Augustine, so I don't have to.
Pitch downstairs to Lucas Whitstone, and it's 1-0 on Lucas. He has struck out twice looking.
Hobart plays Hydro at 6 p.m. Thursday.
Upstairs for ball 2, 2-0.
That was the question of the day. Colt Allison scheduled this tournament, and he's the home team, but he does not have the last game on Thursday.
There's a called strike, 2-1. Yeah, that is a tad bit unusual. Mangum and Geronimo will play that final game of the night.
And the explanation was Colt says he's got to run things. He's got things to do.
Cold strike 2. Hopping Gardner a pitch away from getting Whitstone on strikes for the third time this evening.
First game of the day is Cordell versus Tipton at 10 a.m.
2-2 pitch downstairs for a ball, 3-2. The home plate umpire, and I know that Augustine probably saw this as well, bailing out a little bit now late in the ball game.
Got a family to think of.
Ball 4, and they walk in a run. Yeah, this is not how you want it to end. So Cole will score, and that'll make it 17-8. Going to third will be Salazar. To second, Squires. Whitstone at first, and still nobody off for Bodie Jarvis. Bodie, first pitch swinging. Fouling out of play, 0-1. Bodie struck out twice, reached his last time around, came around to score a run in that wild third inning, and then saw this group from Hobart score 7 times. This one lifted into left field, and that's going to get over the head.
Holy cow.
And it'll go all the way to the wall, giving chase out there in deep left field is Jackson Reisner. He'll get the ball in. They're going to send the runner from third base, and now he's in the middle of a pickle, and they've got him, and they're not going to get the batter as Jarvis gets a couple of RBI on the play, as Salazar will score easily, so does Squires. But Whitstone got hung up between home and third and then got tagged out at third base for the first out of the inning. Winding up at second is Jarvis. Give him a double and a couple of RBI.
28 runs. 27 runs.
Yeah. So 10 on the board now for Hobart. And remember, they were in a wild one last night with Cordell, 17-16. They lost that one. Hoppengardner displeased
with that call.
Yeah, he did not like that at all. Ball 1 to Funkhauser. Ethan been hit by a pitch, walked, and has singled. Lifts this one foul on the right side and off the fence. Did Tommy Pride know where that ball was? It nearly hit him. Cal wanted 1. So an out in the inning. That's the good news for Hobart. 10 across in the ball game. 3 in the frame. Mason Hoffengardner trying to get out of it. And when fouled at home plate, Funkhauser down the count 1-2. The other thing is, Chad, and it's late in the ball game, a lot of runs scored, and some of the enthusiasm has gone out. But I'm surprised they haven't had a conversation with Mason. He is not really coming set. It's just kind of all one motion.
Ooh.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
That one hit foul on the right side.
The field umpire's eyes might be glazed over.
Well, it's
obvious.
Well, it is. And, I mean, it's not just that pitch we just talked about. I mean, it's been consistent for Mason.
Oh, my gosh. Things have turned.
No, yeah, it's just like backyard baseball right now. I mean, yeah. Kids are cold. They're ready to go home. And you mentioned earlier about it. Well, here's the pitch, 1-2. Cold strike 3, runner off with the pitch, and going in standing up will be Brody Jarvis. Funkhouse are gone on strikes. Second out of the inning. That'll bring Ty Harmon to the plate. But I'm sitting here outside while you're in the truck. My
truck's getting cold.
My fingers are getting a little cold. So I wonder about the grip on the baseball for the pitcher and for anybody else for that matter. Pitch inside to Harmon. 1-0 on Ty. And again, if I'm Colt Allison, I don't know that I'm not having a conversation saying, hey, that guy's not coming set. Which would be a balk, and let that runner come home from third. 1-0 pitch.
He's just not doing it.
Gets away from the catcher, not going to make any difference.
Yeah, baseball god said, I'll get you home.
So Jarvis will score. It is now 4 in the inning and 11 on the ball game for Hobart. So you got 17-11, is that correct?
That's what I got.
So much for your run rule thing there. Nice job, Fox. Nice job.
Come on, the loop. You got to keep that hot box warm.
2-0 pitch, way out in front of home plate. Harmon ahead in the count 3-0.
Baseball, it does. It always happens in baseball. It's a game. You never really, kind of like golf, you never really master it. You always got to be improving, and you think you got baseball down, and hitting baseball, hitting golf balls, it's harder than the world do.
Hopping strike there. 3. Downstairs for a ball. The inning will stay alive. Harmon aboard. Here's Holden Jones. Jones walked his first time, got hit by a pitch, and has struck out looking. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1.
Great song, Me and Mrs. Jones.
Ooh. 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1.
I almost didn't say that. I don't know how that sound on the radio, but I know his mama and I know his daddy. So
1-1 pitch swung on, and it gets away from the catcher. 1-2 now on Holden.
They're good people, and they're here. So
Me and Mrs. Jones.
Me and Mrs. Jones.
And I've got to be honest with you, I'm drawing a blank on the artist. I mean, I can see the artist, but I'm drawing a blank on the artist. Great soul voice, though. 1-2 pitch on the way here. Lifted high in the air on the infield. Calling for it is Pride, and Ashton will make the catch, and the inning will come to an end. But we play on.
Billy Paul.
Okay, Billy Paul.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay, so they call it here in inning number 4. Mangum will win it by a final score of 17-11, and that's not. They're going off the scoreboard, guys, and that's not. Yeah, I mean, that's not right. And Augustine, they're looking at it. It's not. Yeah.
Tell Scott to shut up.
Yeah, just everybody be quiet. 17-11. It'll go down as 19-11 because that's what the scoreboard says, but that ain't right.
I guess Sam Powers gets the win tonight.
Yes, he does. We're back to wrap up after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and 1420 KTGS.
American Farmers and Ranchers Insurance Agent in Hobart has purchased the AFR agency from Bruce and Betty Mayfield in Sentinel, and that office serves the Sentinel and Burns Flat area. The Hobart office serves Hobart, Gotebo, Lone Wolf. Insurance for the home, the automobile, equipment, whatever needs insured. Competitive rates and great service. Justin is also an American Farmers and Ranchers Agent. Krieger Insurance, 322 South Washington in Hobart, 580-760-3076.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We have gone off the rails. I did not help Michael much tonight.
This is a rough one.
We pulled out everything out of the bag tonight.
Well, we had to.
Telling stories, yeah.
Well, the scoreboard, and again, it says 19-11. But and again, if
we have
often
four people keeping score up here, and we all have 17.
Oftentimes, I'm wrong on the score, but when I've got both Augustines and you telling me it's 17-11, anyhow, Mangum will win it. They'll improve to 4-2 on the year ahead of that bowl game on Thursday night against Geronimo over at the tournament, the big battle of the big bands over there in Hobart. And we'll have Mangum coverage, of course, on Classic Hits 97.7, and we will work to bring you Hobart coverage as well on 1420 and 102.1. You folks, all of you, don't forget about the big auction coming up on Saturday morning. And
Jersey
you said that begins at 9?
It begins at 9.
Okay.
Yeah, they start setting up about 8 o'clock, and we'll have it online as well. And we'll have Mangum and Hobart, those games, some of those games at Battle of the Big Bats on our Facebook as well. So,
and believe you me, I do love the mom and pops that support us, and they support your little league teams. But I know Jersey Mike's is a national chain, but they're a locally owned store, and tomorrow 100% of their proceeds will go to Booker's Place, which is a place that we take our kiddos that need to be what we call forensically interviewed in cases of abuse and neglect. So 100% of sales go to Jersey Mike's. Have lunch over there if you will. For Chad Fox, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for joining us tonight along the Fox Radio Network.